Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome back to Encrypted. In between episodes I've done a little bit of automation, mainly around the compactor, and I popped a furnace in here. So there's an export cable on top with all the ore dusts in it, and there's an import cable, one of the red ones, underneath it. Under there, extracting back out of the furnace. And I put a couple of extra bonsai pots in here so that I can feed the numerous, things that are burning. But otherwise, things are moving along smoothly. I did some tweaks here with the speed of this, for example. And this, I moved the mechanical press up to that cog. It was on here. Speaking of that, I can probably pop that off. It'll be good. Pop these back in here for the moment. So yeah, we've got some good speed happening out of these now. And this guy's all nice. Put some stairs in so I can walk up and etc. This is all prepped for the next thing we're going to do. And that is making the spout. And then I'd like to, if we show up here, I'd like to make some of these items that we can make, just so we can finish this quest line off, because there's a few things in here. There's a couple of the machines back here. Couple of machines here, and then we've got a few bits and pieces further on. And one of the best things about having this guy now is that I don't require this anymore. There's no reason for me to use blood to make the andesite alloy now. I can make it, let's just do a recipe on this. I don't need to use this one, I can use this one. So I just need to heat the blaze burner, a couple of andesite, a couple of iron nuggets, and I get an andesite alloy. I'd rather do that than spend all day over there, poking myself with the sacrificial knife. That being said, I'm just going to pop him in here for now. Maybe there's some other uses for that later, but for now I'm sort of pushing past using that. As I was saying, the only other thing here is I've just pretty much got things set up, and then every so often I'll walk over here, take out whatever's remaining, and then reset the target so it goes to that one. Eventually I will make a compactor for each material, maybe, or I think the grand plan would be to have the crushing wheels from Create doing this for me, so I don't need to worry about it. We'll just get the dust and then have to process it through a system. But that's cool. So now I need to put all this away again. But yeah, I'll just come over here, do that. It creates more dust, which then gets pushed into the furnace, and eventually, ingots happen. We've got a few bits and pieces. Raw platinum. Am I not processing platinum? No. Platinum is up now. Have I actually... Pretty sure I've had platinum before, but let's set up this guy here. Oop. So platinum. I pop this in like this and then reset the target. Cool. Okay, so now we'll have some platinum dust. So if I type in platinum, grab the dust, and set it up in here, and we'll be good. Awesome. Another one automated, and eventually it will run through and give us the ingots and stuff. All right, so first things first, we need to make a spout. So the spout is one of the next requirements, and we need the spout to go any further. So that's just a copper casing and a dried kelp. So I've got some dried kelp here, got a copper casing. Let's pop these two guys together. Gives us a spout. I don't think I made the spout. No, I didn't. Okay, so the uses of the spout for us, in this case, is to make the brass casing. Let's hit this button and claim our crypto. We need to make brass casings. Now that's basically 180 millibuckets of molten brass and a copper casing. So I've hooked this up to here. This just has brass in it at the moment, and I was gonna pop this guy up here, and I hope this works. I'm not 100% sure this is gonna work, but let's try this. Oh, okay. Okay, it seems to work. Let's grab a copper casing. And that's all we need to do. Look at that. And this is empty now? Yes. So if I, cool, disconnect it like that. And then we can continue using that as we were and have a brass casing. And we're going to get a couple of spare ones for doing that. So that gives us the ability to make mechanical craft. And now if you remember, we're pushing towards mechanical craft because I'd like to make the crushing wheel. And as you can see, we need 21 of these guys. Now the mechanical crafter makes 3 from one casing. So I'm going to need a bunch of electron tubes, whatever I need, like 7 sets. Yeah, 7. Math is fun, everyone. So I need 7 sets of these. I'm going to need 7 brass casings, which means I'm going to need to make a bunch more of each level and level all out. We've got 3, so I need 4 more of each. But once we get mechanical craft, we're going to need to work out if we can connect it to this, or if I'm going to need to push towards the steam, which is one of the things I was considering making. I made the fluid pipes. We've still got a few things on this list that I'd like to get done. Steel is another one. So looking on here, we can make steel now. If we pop over here, steel is a create mixing with just a heated coal and iron, and I can make steel. So let's just grab coal. Interesting, I actually don't have tons of coal. Let me grab, I've got some in here. I was going to say, I've got a bunch of carbon though, so I could probably like grab some of this. And again, like I'm having to do this and go recipe coal. Oh no, I need graphite for that one. That's my bad. Uses of carbon. 4 to make graphite. How much graphite do I have? 2. So I could get the carbon in here and just go uses of this. And then graphite. Same deal. Uses of that. Oh, cool. Done. Nice. And then we'll just pop it back to original. So, again, coal's not the end of the earth, but let's just grab iron. Can I have some iron, please? Now, it's 4 to 1, right? So, let's make 8. I'm going to put you away. Get this. I'm actually going to get some charcoal. Okay, let's go over here. And we're going to pop all this stuff in here and then superheat him. Or heat him, sorry. Not superheat him. Superheating's later. Let this guy process. And then we can right click here and get steel. Awesome. Unlocking steel will unlock a few things for us. Reactors. It should unlock some of the mechanism stuff too. Look, water wheels from immersive engineering. So I'm hoping what it does is we're pretty close to Tech 2. So if I go here, this needs the brass casing steel. Actually, we can do this. I can now go Tech. Hey, Tech 2.0 is unlocked. Steel casings. So I need a metallurgic infuser. Look at this block of steel though. No, this is the way we're going to do it. A brass casing. That's still a little terrible. 1 steel plate and a brass casing gives us a steel casing. Still not terrible though, right? I'm going to make 1 of these. So I'm going to take a brass casing. I'm going to take 1 of these steel ingots. And we're going to pop him on here. And we get the plate. Yep. Each of these. It wasn't here, right? No. You know what it was? That needs to be a deployer. I don't have the deployer yet. Yep, needs to be the deployer. So we need to get a deployer up and running. So that is in my list of things to grab. That's just an electron tube and a brass hand. So we need 4 brass plates. Did I actually have keep any brass? No. So brass is made how again? Brass ingot. Copper and zinc. Okay, so copper, zinc, three to 1, right? Cool. And then I can come in here and chuck that in. Not sure how long that's going to actually last for. Let's grab some of this in case it runs out. All right. Nice way of making stuff now. I mean, I put a fair bit in, I was going to say, but that's taken longer than I expected. But there's 64 brass ingots. I need, what, 4 of these? To make the brass hand? Yep. 4 and then an andesite alloy. Nice. We've got 1 of them, some of this. Let's make a brass hand. And then a deployer. All I need is andesite casing. Oop. Open this up. Done. Deployer. Now, I think I can put it like stressed. Really? It's unfortunate. I think that's too fast for a deployer, maybe. What if I pop it on here? Is it going to give me a stress thing as well? Oh, wrench. Wrench. Can I rotate you? Okay, so the deployer is working. Okay, it just needed to be on a slow. It can't run that fast. Okay. So do I need to make another depot then? Hello? I'm going to need some more wood machine frames. Let me make some more of these guys. I think it's just, you know what, I'm going to make 64 of them. Wood's not anything overly special. I did make a few of these planks, just not enough. Planks. Cool, let's make another. I didn't want that there. Let's make another stack of pressure plates. And that's the plates. Make some more of these. Try again. All right, that's 5 for the moment. Grab some of these. Okay. So if I make a depot, can I pop you under there? All right, so if then that's not working, is it? I need to somehow. How do these work? Uses of you with a deployer. Okay, so the steel plate needs to go on the top and the brass. So you go there and then... I just got to put the steel plate on top. Steel casings. Oh, nice. Nice. Your very first thing is seriously to make me one of them. Metallurgic infuser. Nice. So bonus. Osmium generator is probably my best one here. They're like... If I grab pipes... I'll do that. And then pop this to be extract. And then put that there. It's going to chew the power out of here, probably. 24 energy ticket. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, but this is going to pull 8,000 out of this guy. Anyway, cool. So we now have metallurgic infuser. Lovely, lovely, lovely. One of them. So I can now make all sorts of stuff, which will include, I'll type in solar. This just requires some gold and some infused alloy. Everything else we've got. So if I just need to put some redstone and some iron in here. And then I'm just going to need gold. Yeah, look, we can make one of these guys. And 80 a tick is decent free power. What else can we do with infused alloy, for example? We can get better pipes. We can get chemical infuser. What else here? Bins? I don't need bins. Gas pipes. Gas pipes is something. Jumped over one. Chemical oxidizer. Batteries. Gas burning generator. So we've got a few things that we can start looking into. Electric bow. Nice. Yes, so a lot of bits and pieces that we can start pushing into crushing, purification, etc. I can ditch the Tech 1.0 version of everything, and I got a brass hand for making a brass. Didn't need another one. Cool. So again, a few more things. Mechanical arm, rotational speed controller. A few bits and pieces still required to knock over, but it's doing all right. Let's put our... What do we got? 94 crypto. I mean, I'm hesitant to like save up for one of these. Doesn't tell me what it's worth. 150. Like backpacks are 16. I could buy myself a backpack. But I could probably make a backpack, right? Is that something we can make? Yeah, that's just leather and string. We can make leather. It's protein. Eugh, no point in doing that one. All right, let me pop a few things away because I've got so much junk in my inventory now. Which is pretty standard for me, right? Yeah, that can go away. That can go away. Cool. And it's like casings. Things are looking lovely. All right, let's pop back into the book. So as I said, a couple more things to do here, but I really think it's smart for me to push towards power gen. So we've got this here, other generators I think might be a good idea. Biogenerators one. We'd need a crusher, and then you need automated farming. Thermoelectric blazing, coal, all the dynamos. Low efficiency generator. We can do alternators, right? I don't know what the alternator puts out, but we'd need mechanical crafting. Close that one down. But I'm thinking like wind generator and that sort of thing. So let me get a few of these infused alloys. We'll get some redstone, we'll get some iron, and then we'll get some osmium in there too. So I have some redstone, please. Do I have no redstone? Really? Got no redstone. It's a 0. Goodness me. Yeah, how do you make redstone again? What do we get redstone from? Strontium and iron oxide. Might have to go for a quick run to the mining dimension and find me some redstone. And I'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, so the best place to find redstone is right at the base of the world. And you know, Chilled's done a bit of mining down there, so right down the base of the world, and just run along and find it. I found a couple of stacks, so gone and made a couple of stacks of, gone and mined up a couple of stacks of redstone. We can convert this. So what I need now is a basic control circuit as well. I'm just sort of ticking these off. It's one of them and one of, oh, it's two of these, isn't it? And one of them. And that'll give us what we're after. So what did I say? We've got windmill. Windmill is decent. It'll generate regardless of whether it's daytime or not. So we need one. We need another 4 of the original one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. 4 of them. Let's grab that. Again, another quest tick off. Nice. And this will take a moment, and it will be taxing our power, I'm sure. But I'll make a couple of these. First one I'm going to do is just, I'm probably going to go and drop it on the quarry, maybe? Don't know, like, is it better off having the power here and then, like, remove some of this stuff? I'd like to make a bunch of these. I'd like to make 1 per, if that makes sense. 1 per material, or do I need to? Do we really need this? Do I need to automate here? Should I actually go straight to making a mechanism system? And I think the answer to that is actually yes. Can I have this, please? 1, 2. Don't ask me what these borders are. I really am not sure. Look at that. Awesome. Again, I don't know whether to put it on the quarry or set it up in here. I think, I know there's a few things that we could get going. I could make the upgrade to this, but I think it's going to need a lot more power than what the sort of wind generator can do. So let's just pop him. Again, I can make more of these. Oh, that placed it, didn't it? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did everyone see that? I'm sure they did. Ugh. Let's try that again. If I take this guy and put him there, can I rotate you with this reg? Yes. It's not going to be amazing, but it's generating 80. And boop. There goes all that power. Again, this thing's just going to chew that power up. And we haven't even finished one chunk yet. Oh, it's a lot quicker though. Look at it. Yep, that's heaps quicker. But we now can make passive power gen. So again, this is passive. Don't get me wrong, it's wood powered. But we can get this stuff set up. All right, so let's look at what's next. Again, we made that too. I'll take the crypto. I'm thinking it really would be smart to make this setup. So crusher. Yeah. Back. Enrichment chamber. I've got to go all the way to here. And then purification chamber. And then I think it's called the smelter, isn't it? Smelter? Enjoy smelter? Alright, so let's close that window. To make these guys, the crusher needs 2 control circuits and a steel casing. That's the advanced ones. Okay, so we need at least 6. This is actually going to need 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to need 8. 10 basic control circuits. Cool, so ten of them. Boop. And then I'm going to need the steel casing. So we're going to need... I've got, what, two brass. I'm going to need steel. Oops. I have that steel, please. I need at least 4 of these. So I'm going to need 2 of these. Can I have... Cool. Glad I left that extra. Ooh, I'm pretty low on the brass now. Okay, so we've got 4 of these. I need 4 of them. Nice. Right, where do I have to click? It's just the filter. Clicking somewhere here. Look at that. 4 steel casings. We're getting there, people. Crusher, 2 buckets of lava. Couple of buckets of lava. And I put a tank on this too, so it's sort of semi-automated. Okay. Oh, we're so close. And of them. There's a crusher. Pop them away. Nope, there's no room for it. Enrichment chamber. We need to move buckets out. There we go. We'll wait for the purification. We'll do an energized smelter. Okay, because that wasn't a quest. I put that one in. I've made steel. I've made copper casings. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the stuff that I had here. Purification. So we actually need to make another enrichment chamber. Like so. And then we actually need some of these. So I'm going to need 4 infused alloy, which is redstone and iron. Anything in here? No. So I need... and iron. Cool. Redstone, iron. And again, that's going to take a moment, but I also will need at Mac. I'll need a power storage of some description. Some sort of induction. What are they called? Cells? Ooh. Ooh, hello. RFTL's power's in here. Oh, that would be nice. Dimensional cells. They're just the simple ones. Wireless power, everyone. We can make these guys. That mechanism. 9 pages of mechanism stuff. What if I type the word basic? Classic. There it is. Cube. Energy cube. Again, we can make that. That's neither here nor there. A couple of energy tablets. Gold. Some more of these things. Yes. Yes. Let's do that. Oh, I need more. Cool. I mean, we're getting pretty close, right? Pretty close. And I'm getting pretty close to the wrapping up point. So I think I'm going to do a bit of processing through of infused alloy and the like. And then I'm going to set up next episode. We'll set up our mechanism processing. I'll get rid of this processing. I'm going to move this stuff away. We're going to, yeah, you know what? I'm going to pull all this down. And we're going to start making a central power network. And you know what? I'm thinking RF tools. RF tools. Because these cells, this stuff is actually pretty decent. And then we can make wireless power from it. So we could store in here. It stores 250. That's neither here nor there. But we can set this guy up out here somewhere. You can set up all the power generation or something. But again, I'll have a look. I'll come up with a plan. And yeah, we'll disconnect all this and we'll work on a better ore processing system, so we're not, you know, dumping through here, and it should be able to get triple. So we do need a couple more things before we can do that, and that's in the mechanism line. So at mech, we're going to need some oxygen, for example. So we're going to need to, whatever it's called, I've gone completely blank on the machine names. But we're going to need, that's the one, electrolytic separator. This guy, again, gold dust, iron. We can make all of this. Once we've got this, we can generate oxygen, which means we can ore triple. Here we come, bonuses. So I'm actually, you know what? Do I disconnect this for now? Because I'm not going to be recording today again, so this will just keep running. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it'll probably gum up the system anyway because it's pretty full. Granite. I've got some granite. Oop. There we go. Somewhere for granite to go. There's all sorts of other junk in here. Lots and lots of junk. Yeah. Cool. So, wrapping up. Thank you all for watching. We got a ton of stuff done today. I've got a few more things I can claim. Let's just pop these in while I'm talking to you. Lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff. And oh, look, thermal stuff. Hello? Induction smelter. Or a recipe sequence. No. Wow. That's full on. It needs 4 lots of this to make. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. We need to put belts and a saw. You need like 4 tin gears, 4 iron plates, 4 pieces of glass. Expensive, everyone. Expensive. Cool. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you for watching. Comments below. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.